Anyway, should we start this thing?
Oh, go on.
Welcome to episode 3 of the... Is it the third Whiskey and Wods?
Yeah.
This is our third Whiskey and Wods. We've done a few catch-ups in between, but this is the third official Whiskey and Wods. The last one...
No, that last one was a recap episode at my place.
Yeah, but we counted that as an episode, didn't we? Yeah.
So this is volume 3.
Volume 3.
Of the Whiskey and Wods.
And this volume, Beef is not drinking apple juice.
I might actually have a drop.
First of all, before we get into this, the ice is melting. Been sitting there for a while. You can't see that, but we have got some pretty sweet Yarns whiskey glasses.
They're pretty dope. They are pretty cool. You've seen them before. I've seen them for the first time.
Yeah.
Would like to thank Matthew's lovely partner Niven for organising these.
Yeah. How cool.
For the Whiskey and Wods.
So it's got our name on it. Yarns established 2023.
And Matt's strictly 1 cube.
Only 1 cube.
Only 1 cube of ice is allowed, team.
I feel like there's probably people out there saying neat is the only way, which is fine.
You have bigger testicles than us.
I will allow 1 cube. If you come to my house and ask for 2 cubes, get out. Anyway, I'm going to put my mic down. Beef, you can talk us through what this whiskey is.
Okay, to be fair, we've not gone handheld before. We don't know what these sounds like. But ASMR, hang on. Yours just sounded tougher, you know? I don't know. If this is your first Whiskey and Wods team, you've probably figured out by now that this is not like our normal episodes. This one features dogs, apparently. This is, we don't have a guest. So if you're here for the guests, ratchet, first of all. But you're shit out of luck. This is just me and Matt having a whiskey and talking some shit. So if you want to hang around, hang around.
Yeah.
If you don't, subscribe and comment and stuff, and then on your way out, if you don't mind.
Should we
Cheers.
Yeah. Well done. Oh. Lovely.
That's not bad.
Oh, it's Jameson original.
That was our first one, was Jameson original, was it not?
Jameson original, then Matty T hooked us up with the cask mates. Back to the original. We had a few options tonight. My partner was very
thorough on the duty free.
Yeah, but we were only allowed the original, so it's cool. Anyway,
triple was off limits.
It's been Jameson every Whiskey and Wods. Anyone out there who works for Jameson, my partner does. So how have we not got a Jameson sponsor yet?
Yeah, Whiskey and Wods brought to you by absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, we've rambled on. If you're still here, let's crack into this.
You just had 4 minutes of rubbish.
Oh, how good though. So these episodes, just a bit of shit talk, a bit of catch up, bit of me and Beef.
The last one was last year. We're 6 months into the year. It's June 11th today.
June 11th, Tuesday.
And, it's been a pretty good year so far.
This year's been sick, man. There's been a lot to get over, a lot to go over, a lot we've done, and there's still a lot to do.
I'd like to go over all the episodes like we usually do, but one, I don't know how much value that is for the listener. And two, we've just had a massive 2 weeks in Aussie. So why don't we
man.
Just run through that?
Go over there. First of all, shout out to the community project. We did that a while ago. Really good response from that team. Beef put the idea out there. We put it to you guys. We got a lot of response. And like I said, we weren't going to pick everyone, but it was some really cool stories out there from you guys. And then, shout out to Josh Lumens, who came on for that community project. If you haven't had a listen to it, go jump on it. He's a fantastic guy from Te Araha.
Who's qualified for the CrossFit Games.
Just qualified for the CrossFit Games. Adaptive lower leg division, lower extremity, I think they call it. Yeah. So well done to Josh, and go check that episode out. Yeah, hell of a guy.
Mm. Yeah, no, we've got a pretty epic response. A lot of people messaging through. We could only do one, and even that we left it a bit long. It was a bit of a mad scramble because we did want to get it done before we headed overseas. But yeah, we managed to organise something with Josh, and I think it was a fucking good episode, to be honest.
Oh, loved it.
Mm.
Yeah, headed over to Te Araha for that one. Caught up with part of the affiliate series. If you've been following that one, that's been cool as well. But yeah, we were over there, 2 birds, 1 stone. CrossFit HWPO.
Yes.
Gillian hosted us there. We did that episode and then shot over, caught up with Josh.
Also, quickly, apologies to Josh and Gillian, whether anyone noticed or not. I didn't manage to get any reels out. Even rookies taking a while. It's life's been hectic outside of the potty, so yeah, all excuses aside, just didn't get it done. But honestly, we only post those reels just for snippets, a little bit of insight into the conversation, so you don't have to go and to listen to the full episode. But do go and listen to the full episode, especially Josh's one. He's a very humble man.
Yeah.
We are all of us Kiwis, and I feel like it was unnatural to sort of try and big yourself up. We still find it unnatural.
Yeah.
It's a very Kiwi Australian thing, is to be humble and not stand out. And so I think it did take a little bit of warming up, but once he started rolling, he's a pretty inspiring guy, and he's been through a shitload. Shitload.
Yeah, and I think what was good about him is that he doesn't, obviously he's missing a leg, but it doesn't hold him back, and just trying to get asking questions where you're like, how's this affected you growing up and that kind of thing, and his response, and is a very genuine response, is didn't, like, I got on with it. And I think that's a very inspiring mindset to have. Yeah,
100%, because a lot of people, they have to have like a moment that lights a fire under them and gets them going. But for him, it was sort of like he had that chip on his shoulder from day one. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna be hindered by this. If anything, I'm gonna perform because of it. I was like, fuck, good on you, man.
100%. So it's good. Go check those out. And the affiliate series itself. We've been lucky enough to be hosted, I think, by four affiliates. Papamoa, South Auckland, HWPO, and Taurus. So we've hit the 4. I lie. We have hit a 5th, but it was CrossFit
Proven.
Gold Coast.
Oh, we weren't hosted by Proven. CrossFit Gold Coast. No, that was still an affiliate series. It's still labelled as an affiliate series.
Yeah, so CrossFit Gold Coast with Rookie. And then, the Proven one, we did label that one a
affiliate
series. That was with Shane Orr. That pretty much became his own episode, though. Like, hell of a guy.
I mean, it's supposed to. Yeah. But that was out of the blue. Matt messages me. He's like, we're catching up with Shane Orr next week. I was like, what?
He comes back, Shane Orr who? Who's the other option? No. Shane Orr.
Yeah. I was like, how did you swing that?
Just message him. Like, I mean, it's. There's been a few people we've had to, like, I don't know, go around about way to get a hold of, but yeah, most people, you just give them a message, check the DMs, and they reply to us there. I mean, it's cool that now, a year on, are we 12 months on yet? Fuck, we're closing in on 12 months.
June 26th was our first episode. Shit, we're nearly at a year.
But like
2 weeks away from
coming on a year now. We're very privileged and lucky that people in Oceania have heard of us, especially in the CrossFit world. So, we always, and he was the same. He just goes, I love what you guys are doing. Listened to a few episodes and was more than happy to come on, which was sick. And
that's crazy because, like, algorithm-wise, he's not, like, he doesn't live here.
Yeah.
So, and they haven't lived here for a few years now, so I can imagine the algorithm probably struggled a little bit to feed him our content. But somehow we made our way to Nashville.
Could probably thank his brother for that, Paddy. How do you all?
Algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yeah,
We're that good.
analytics and whatnot.
Yeah. You guys wouldn't get it. I don't
It's a whole
fucking get
thing.
it.
I won't bore you.
It's a whole thing. Comment below. But yes, that was good. The affiliate series has been sick. Like getting the ins and outs of how an affiliate run, because we had the event series originally. Always talked about the affiliate series. To have that going as an ongoing thing is going to be sick. And I think one thing we've sort of always teased something we want to do on one of these. We have
Have we?
I think so.
I don't know. I'm always pissed.
We talked about doing an event series, talked about doing an affiliate series in the community project. One thing I want to do, and I want to do it regardless, I've already told Beef about this, is we get the insight on the athletes all the time. We get the insight on the events and the affiliates. I want to do a whole background piece on the media, like the media side on these CrossFit events. I think it would be very informative to know. Like we had Rookie on, and that was really cool to listen to Jeremy Austin and how he does all the calling for the events and how he got into broadcasting and all that kind of stuff. But the nuts and bolts behind the scenes of recording these events, the media side of it, the reels you see, the hype you see, the people, I'm sure Beef will go into it, but like they're not really allowed to be seen on camera, well, because they're behind the cameras, right? And you see the finished product, but I'm lucky enough to walk into these media rooms, and man, it is head down.
No, you didn't.
And
You were
in
the
other
media
events, not a Torian, in other events, not a Torian.
I showed him a video, maybe.
Yeah, that was cool. He drew me a picture of how it looks, and I was like, oh, that's sick, man.
It looks real cool.
But it's head down, it's get to work, and by the end of a weekend, like Torian or NZ Champs or NZ Nats, like, man, you boys are shattered. Like it is hard work, and it doesn't finish there, because the ongoing effect is they go onto their own media pages and they try to promote their business so they can get more work. So they're still editing, they're still putting out good content, and as an amateur myself who's trying to dabble in it just to help out Beef with our stuff, it's no joke, eh? Like I'll put my hand up. I don't think I would want to do it for a job because of how like focused you got to be and switched on you got to be, and it's fast turnaround, man. You gotta be on. So that was a roundabout way of saying that's something I want to do. I want to do a media focused podcast where we get on some of the big hitters, like Beef. I don't want to drop any names because I don't want to say we haven't talked to anyone about this.
It could be quite boring because I'm fully gonna dive in on everyone else's editing techniques. So how did you make this, bro? How do you just run us through it? Quick tutorial.
Workshop, brother. So
it'd be terrible. Listen,
let us know if you guys want to hear that. I know I want to hear it. I want to hear the ins and outs of it and how these guys got into it and what makes them tick behind that, because that is like we're always trying to get the 360 view on these on everything CrossFit, right? And I think that's a huge part of it. Yeah. So yeah, let us know. I don't know how we got onto that, but that's something I want to do in the future.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You were like, I've told Beef this, and I was like, fuck, have you? I don't remember. I don't know what you're saying, but yeah. I guess just quickly, like if we do an episode on it, that'll be cool. But just quickly, my whole thing about it is, I just want to help elevate other people. I think that's the whole. Whether it's an individual, whether it's a business, that's why I've got a media company. Just trying to elevate other people. I mean, it's the social media age. We're all online. I haven't trademarked it yet, but my tagline's like, if you're not online, you're invisible. And so many people aren't online, or they are, but their content isn't engaging, or it isn't at a high enough standard. And I happen to enjoy making content, and I can do it to a high quality, high standard. So yeah, I guess I just enjoy elevating these people, and I don't know. I guess it's really successful because we see these comps from a different perspective, and all we're doing is sharing our perspective of the comp. Everyone has their own style, has their own flavor. I like high energy. So you watch a lot of my edits are high energy. It's very fast paced, transitions, the music, everything lends to the idea of high energy. But I think that's just the kind of person that I am. I like adrenaline. I like the hype. I like that sort of stuff. So, and CrossFit as a whole is very much that.
Yeah.
So really, from when you're doing CrossFit, it's not hard because the energy what you're capturing is already sparking that high energy, that hype feeling. You throw a fucking dope backing track behind it, a couple sound effects, and do a couple fancy moves with the camera, put it online, and sometimes they blow up, and people must enjoy them. So I guess that's a little why I do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's just cool, man. And especially for my role at Torian, like the Kiwis, I was working for CrossFit NZ, and the Kiwis don't typically get, well, actually, people outside of the top 5
Yeah, I think
may
that's
not
more accurate,
may not necessarily get a lot of camera time. I actually accidentally took a few photos of an Australian athlete, thinking she was one of our Kiwi athletes. They looked similar. I'll defend myself. They do look similar. So I seen her and was like, oh, that's so-and-so from Auckland. So I started taking photos of her, and then I soon figured out that, nah, it's the wrong person, bro. So, but funny enough, I still edited her photos and sent them through to her. And she said, thank you so much. These are the only photos I got all weekend. I think she was in the second heat out of 5. So, yeah, like I said, if you're not in the top heat, you're probably not getting as much camera time. But it's a huge achievement to be at Torian, and I think that's definitely a work on, is that everyone should have at least one photo. So that was my mission for the Kiwis, was to make sure everyone had a photo.
Yeah.
I think something.
That's something that Torian did well this year, and I know Leah from CrossFit New Zealand pushed very hard for this, so shout out to Leah as well. But the whole CrossFit Australia, New Zealand, Torian included, they did a very good job this year of being inclusive. So shout out to you guys, but yeah, especially Leah for really putting that foot forward and saying, no, we need representation for these athletes. And it was really good to see. So shout out.
Before we leave the media chat, quick shout out to Andrew Crawshaw. He's the hardest worker in the room, that guy.
Is that he was at the affiliate?
Was piloting the drone.
Was he at the affiliate? Well,
yeah, he would have been. Yeah.
So, my man.
We met Andrew very briefly outside. He was flying a drone, and then obviously every now and then would be able to talk in the media room, but like it was really only when he got to the media room and was like taking his kit off and unloading his cards. Because once he sat down and put his headphones on, it was locked in. You couldn't talk to the guy. And just his focus, and he was the hardest worker in that room, 100%. I'll put my hand up and vouch for him, bro. He just goes all weekend.
He was everywhere. He was at the affiliate workout that we did. Yeah, real good. Got a couple of like on the spot interviews with a couple of affiliate owners. Buzz around, and then
gone
straight back to Pat Rafter.
And give him an hour. Edits up.
Oh, he's
he's crazy.
But I mean, that's the world we live in, and you don't get a Torian media pass if you're not on that level. Like, yeah, he was fucking on, but everyone on that media team was on. From Rookie, Bella, and Pip doing the live broadcast.
Yeah.
To the camera people doing like on the floor, make sure the live broadcast came out. To everyone in the pit lanes in the athlete area. Shout out to I forget the lady's name. She was working for Spirit, the apparel company that were sponsoring the semifinals and got all the gear. They had representation. There was a lady there. She had to work hard because it was optional to wear the Spirit gear.
Oh, yes.
Northern Spirit, that's the one. Northern Spirit gear. Contractually, a lot of these athletes have sponsors, and they need to, because when they get to the games, if they get to the games, you have to wear the CrossFit Games apparel. It's a non-negotiable. So you can't actually show your sponsors. So at semi-finals, that's where they get their screen time. They have to be wearing their apparel. So it was optional for the Northern Spirit gear to be worn. And so this photographer, she was working hard to get content for Northern Spirit because a lot of people weren't wearing the Northern Spirit gear. So she was working.
And saying that, there was like the earlier heats, like the heats 1 and 2. Like obviously they're either first timers to the pro or lesser known, so they're not sponsored. So they were rocking the gear, and to be fair, the gear looked pretty sick.
It was pretty cool.
The gear was pretty sick.
Even the people that, so like I'm talking about your Bailey Martins, your Ricky Garrards, your Maddie Sturts, Gracie Waltons, people high profile. They've got sponsorship, but they have to wear their gear. Even they said, even though they weren't going to wear it, even they said it's cool that it's included in the semi-finals this year. And to Beast's point, for some of these athletes, they may not make another Torian. So that's a really good piece of memorabilia to take back.
Yeah. If anyone's got a couple spare tees,
2XL. I'm sure we'll get onto that later. Talking of we may as well we'll probably just roll on about the Torian Pro. That's the biggest part of what we've done recently. So go check out the affiliate series and go check out the community project. But the Torian Pro, if we're talking about people wearing things on the floor, we haven't put anything up yet, and I know we will because we've got some cool photos of it. But Toby Crouch and Dante Karangaroa, I don't know if you can see this here. If you're watching, there's one of our singlets here that we've been made up. Wore them on the Torian floor and got a bit of screen time too.
How did you feel? Because Tobes came out first and he had your singlet on. How did you feel seeing your singlet?
Okay, it's just sick. Like, so our singlets have Beef and Matt written on the back, and like, it's cool. Like, yeah, my name's in the back of that. But to like a year ago, I listened to our first podcast back last week.
Did you?
Yeah, I did randomly. I was like, I want to know what you sound like, and like, it's funny.
Okay,
it's still good.
Fuzzy.
Don't get me wrong, but I was like, I just wanted to know how if we've changed much, and obviously we have. Right. We said a lot of the same words, I think, in the first one, and it was very like robotic, but it was still a good chat.
Because it was the first time we heard ourselves,
still our own voice. But to think a year ago from there to like us being, you're in the pit lanes and I'm up in the lounge at Torian, and just see your product, which is this podcast, which is thanks to you guys, being out on the biggest CrossFit event in Oceania. It was pretty cool. I was hyped for that, man. Like just watching it. And Toby's such a good dude.
Yeah, hard.
Such a good dude, man.
Yeah.
But so that he wore mine first. Credit to them. They took them off straight away. They wore them out. They got the screen time. They got the photos. Before the 10-second countdown, they came off. Obviously, they're there to do a job, and that's completely fine. They didn't want, because they're quite long and they had ring muscle ups, so
they are quite large. But we're going to make some content around the merch, and it is going to be available to order very soon, within the next few weeks, all going to plan. But we'll quickly mention, I'll probably make a reel saying this exact same thing, but if you're a 2XL, get an XL.
Yeah, size down.
Bring it down a size. Trust me, I'm a 2X. I got a 2X. It's too big.
Yeah.
And Matt's an XL. He got an XL.
Yeah.
You could go a large.
To be fair, I could probably run a medium, and you'd be sweet. You know what I mean? I don't think you're gonna stuff up the size unless you go too big. Unless you, just order a size down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna get another one, an XL.
Yeah. 100 for sale. There's 95 for sale now. We're just going to take a few options.
Yeah, that's it.
But how do you feel? Dante came out. His was pretty funny.
I mean, okay, initial reaction, what the fuck, bro?
That was so funny.
If you've watched the final workout of the Torian Pro, heat number 4, and it's cool because if anything, it actually did us some favors. because I did watch back the replay of the final workout, and I did see when Toby came out, it's just a very wide angle of all the athletes running down their lanes. There is no close-ups. But when Dante came out, he was rocking his KFC chicken hat. And straight away I was like, bro. I was like, what the fuck is that? But to Matt's point, yeah, Matt actually thought of it, not me. He's like, that's going to get him on camera.
Yeah.
And sure enough, no one else got a close-up while they were running out for the fourth heat, but Dante did. Dante got a close-up. And what does he do? Big Dante Karangaroa, arms up in the air. From the back, he's got this chicken hat on and this massive 24 and beef across his back.
That's pretty cool, man.
When I watched it back, I was like, yo, that's dope.
It was so sick, man.
So I was pretty wrapped.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cool, man. Just to have these singlets out there, and Toby Crouch, Dante, first sponsored athletes on the Yarns athlete crew. Don't worry about it, boys.
The commission's small.
Yeah. Did you want anything?
Yeah. I mean, we give you a shout out like once a year.
Dante, can you send the singlet back, bro?
Yeah. So Toby spotted me in the pit lanes and he came and gave Matt's back after the workout. But Dante's ended up back in Wanganui.
Yeah.
You're still waiting on that one, please, bro.
Like we'll pay for the shipping.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We'll get you your own if you really want one.
No, that was cool. That was surreal. It was cool to see. It's cool to see not just the people that we've had on the podcast, but also really cool to put faces to names of the people that help this podcast stay afloat. Really, to be fair, namely LSKD and Frog Grips.
Oh yeah, we got to go to LSKD HQ. I mean, you've been. But that was a first for me.
No, I never went to HQ.
That was your first.
All the girls went. All the girls went. I stayed at the Touring Pro last year.
Okay, well, we got to go to LSKD HQ.
Yeah, that was sick.
Unannounced. We just showed up.
Yeah. Yeah. That was sick. Just before we get into that, because I do want to spend a bit of time on the two sponsors. It won't be boring because we did some pretty cool stuff. We did venture into doing vlogs for the first time. Not the first time. We did NZ Champs, but these were like proper. We wanted to do daily vlogs up until Torian, and then we've got a full Torian. I don't know whether it's going to be day 1, day 2, day 3. It might do that, but there's a lot of content to get through.
Yeah.
So we ventured into vlogs, and so if you haven't, go watch that because you can watch this LSKD bit as well. Where as you were saying, sorry, you go, bro.
Yeah, sorry. LSKD HQ was pretty dope. And Carol just happened to be there, which was awesome. She's our representative, or she's who we've been liaising with around sponsorship and our gears and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was around and we managed to get 15, 20 minutes over her time. We got the full tour, saw the offices, saw a few sample pieces, just quietly in the rack there.
Yeah.
Funny enough, just happened to catch Gracie. Gracie was just there doing a bit of content with them.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume she was mic'd up. But got to catch up with Gracie, saw the offices out the back, saw the media room where they take all the photos. The gym upstairs, the outdoor patio, the warehouse, like the whole shebang. If you want to see it for yourself, it is on our day 4.
When we got to Brisbane, so day 4.
It was Thursday, yeah. Go watch that vlog. The vlogs are cool though. A lot of work. Yeah. A lot of work, but so valuable for me anyway. Like we can just go and watch that whole week back.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I'll get a random Snapchat from Beef, and I was like, "What the fuck were you filming here, bro?" I was like, "Oh fuck." Because a few of the days where he was off doing his media thing, I got left to my own devices. And sometimes I think things might look cool. They don't, apparently. So, lessons learned.
He went off site to get a monster or something, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
And on his way back, he's just filming the hotel buildings, like outside Pat Rafter.
But
Like-
B-roll?
Like, why? Like, when was I going to use that?
I'm pretty sure I was adjusting the lighting, but I wouldn't have recorded it if I was adjusting lighting. I would have just adjusted the lighting.
The lighting didn't adjust.
Nah.
It was just the hotel.
There's a bit of backdrop, you know?
Hey, thanks, bro. These are things I didn't get to see, you know? It was,
Shut the fuck up. But that was funny. I'm not very confident with that kind of vlogging style things. When I'm with beef, it's real good. But I tried to do some stuff on my own. I tried. Hopefully, I think I got... Day 2 was a bit better. Day 1, I didn't get much, but I was also stoked to be there.
day 1 you carried for the team. I got nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, I've already been through day 1. Actually, yeah, I'm ripping Matt, but he did a good job. Obviously,
cheers.
camera's not your profession, but honestly, for the sake of a vlog, the content's there, and it's a laugh.
That's good.
And I smoked you in go-karts, so...
That... No. Oh, listen, it may have been brought up once or twice. I'm pretty fucking competitive.
And man's lost twice.
They slowed my cart down.
They did not.
There's
They did
no
no
way.
such thing.
There's
They did
no
no
way.
such thing. Bro, I just know the lines.
Oh, fuck off.
You just
I was miles ahead of you.
you need to know how to hold your speed.
Okay. Beef Hamilton over here. Yeah.
Verstappen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You would be a fucking Verstappen fan, wouldn't you? It was Hamilton all day, baby. They slowed my car down. And then Redemption went for a bit of mini golf. We ended up tying that. And, listen.
Well, did the first round count? I think we were just fucking around the first round.
Listen. It's fun. It was a fun night. Now, I went to Top Golf after that too. We went go-karts, mini golf, and then Top Golf with Dean and his partner and Matt?
Matt
Can't remember his
Coppin.
last name.
Matt Coppin.
Coppin. Funny dude, man.
Mm.
Great crew.
And
Shout out
Jess.
to Dean for putting us up.
And Dean shit himself.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, that was mean. But yeah, so the vlogs and that, go check them out if you haven't already. They were fun to do.
Sorry, quickly, can we go back to the Monday? How sick was Monday?
Oh yeah. So we went. Torian was obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We went over on the Monday before Torian happened, and we managed to fly into rainy old Melbourne, catch up with Harry, good friend of ours, good friend of the podcast. But not only that, shot over to Mornington Ways, and went to Jay Crouch's. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Were you thinking about it? You fuck.
You know that guy, that pretty fit dude. Nah. We went to Maddie Sturt's partner's parents' place. Toby's brother. Toby Crouch's brothers.
Yeah. Toby who wore the singlet.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
brother.
You know Toby, the Yarns athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, went to his place, his parents' place. Nah, that was sick. Went and saw the home gym that Jay, Toby, and Maddie use. Man,
What a spot.
what a spot. Holy shit. Mornington on its own is a hell of a spot, but the place that his parents own, a lot of land, very nice house, very well kitted out home gym setup. That was just cool. You see it a lot on videos and that kind of stuff, but to be there was pretty cool.
Well, because it is very much, especially like in the CrossFit world, that's a destination.
Yeah.
It's like how I'd travel to Iceland to go to Reykjavik. It's like I would travel to Melbourne to go to Jay's gym.
So accommodating, man. Jay is the man, eh? Like he like didn't. So we did that. We did an impromptu podcast. Go check that out as well. That wasn't on the script, but sat down the three of them. It was really cool. The Monday thoughts before Torian that weekend. It was a really cool sit down. But afterwards, like we were leaving, he was like, "Oh, why don't you just come out tomorrow morning and we'll train?" And like our instant thoughts was like, "Bro, like you have Torian this weekend. It's like cool. Would love to do it." And he's like, "Oh, okay. What time works for you?" I'm like,
We had to fly out at 1:30.
I was like, "We have a flight at 1:30," but he was like almost trying to make his schedule work for us. I was like, "Bro, you you kind of have an important thing on this weekend.
Yeah.
Like,
Your prep.
if
prep,
anything, like, don't invite me around. I'll just knock your confidence because I'll dust you. You know what I mean? Like, why would you? No, but yeah, it was so accommodating. Man, he's like, "Oh, we'll come in and work out. This is what we're doing anyway." And then fair dues. I don't know whether he got told by his coach or whatever, but like a few hours later, he goes, "Actually, nah, boys, we won't work out at 9 tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to work out at my normal time."
Fair, like no,
100% fair play.
Like, yeah.
If anyone told him that, like, thank you, because like, if I had any like thought in the back of, like, imagine if he didn't make it and we'd trained on the Monday, I would be like, well, that's my fault, for knocking his confidence, for beating him so badly, obviously. But yeah, so super accommodating people.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, really cool. How'd you find it?
Oh, it was just dope. I'd watched the Torian content that Vakey makes, and obviously Vakey was out at the gym, saw the golden barbell. Like, that's fucking cool. Not many people are gonna get to see that, But it's just like, it's the same as when I was traveling, like the UK and stuff. You see these things on TV, but when you're standing there, it's just like, fuck, I'm actually here.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, so just surreal. Yeah, super accommodating. Jay and Maddie, thank you so much for
Toby.
And Toby. And Jay's parents.
Oh, sorry, Jay's mum. I parked in your parking spot.
Yeah, this guy. Mum comes home with all the groceries and she's got to lug it an extra 20 meters. Someone took her park.
20 meters? Go, calm down. All right.
You
A little
took her
bit.
park.
I offered to move it. She said, no, you're all right. Then proceeded to take it shopping and stuff. I felt terrible. I was so bad. I was like, well. Oh, man.
But, it was fucking cool. That whole day was cool. It was good to see Harry again. We ended up going and working out with Harry afterwards. To be fair, glad Jay didn't want us to come and work out. I was ruined on Tuesday. That ruined.
Workout, CrossFit Westgate. Thanks for having us. But yeah, Harry. Yeah, oh man, that workout was ruthless. So bad.
My legs are still sore. Fuck yeah. I woke up Tuesday morning and was just relieved. Like, cool, I have to do nothing today.
Except nearly miss a flight.
Oh.
We did it again, team. Hey, you carry the story. I'm going to take my jersey off.
But we made it, though. So, if you're watching, enjoy the show. So typically, if you did watch our other Whiskey and Wods, we have addressed that we missed our flight. Just a small one. Maybe another ice cube.
Through the magic of television.
Wow.
How'd you like that?
I'm already trying to figure out how I'm going to stitch it together in post, because you went like this. And then you...
Surely it'll just be me. It'll work. He's good at his job.
What was I talking about? Missing flights. So we did some work with Cluster 3s with Dean down in Wellington last year. And we missed our flight.
Sorry, Dean. Traffic. Taco Bell.
We looked at the time. We're like, we've got time to stop at Taco Bell. We did not have time to stop at Taco Bell. Anyway, so this time round, I was editing the day one vlog, the Monday vlog, and then I wanted to get that up as soon as possible for you guys. It's all for you guys, we're just putting everything on the line.
So it's your fault we nearly missed. It's fine.
So I hit export on this video, where I could have waited until we got to Ballina or anywhere else, even the airport. I hit export on this video and it said that it's going to take 40 minutes. Looked at the time, we're like, right, none of us have eaten. Let's go and do breakfast.
To be fair, Harry had said the word brekkie about 48 million times. Man was hungry.
Mans was hungry. So we looked at the time and we were like, oh, well, let's go and have some brekkie then. So we shot down this small little cafe down the road. I got a toasty. Harry got a toasty. You got a...
I'd already eaten, man, because
Danish.
I shot down before the workout.
Oh,
We
Matt
worked
wouldn't
out.
stop fucking eating when we're in Aussie.
I like to eat, man.
It'd be like 9:30, and he's looking at me like,
Gee,
"Oh, are we
Hungry?
gonna eat today?" I'm like, "Bro,
are we starving today? Oh, we're on that fast.
bro, I'm not hungry."
Still in bed.
Anyway, yeah, we went down the calf, came home, the export wasn't finished. Waited for the export to finish, then hit upload onto YouTube.
Again, you didn't need to do that, did you?
Didn't need to do that.
No.
Realized that was going to take an hour and a half. So pulled the pin on it. That's why that one got out a bit late. And we got in the car, said goodbye to Harry, and we were on our way to drop the rental car off. And I remember looking at the text message that Jetstar sends you, that very informative one. That's wrong. It said 30 minutes before your flight, bag drop will close. I had a look. I did the math. We are going to get to the airport with 15 minutes to spare. Okay, we got 15 minutes if bag drop closes half an hour before. Then I read the email that they sent after the text that said in red, bag drop will close 40 minutes prior to departure, not 30.
So now we have 5 minutes.
We will get there 5 minutes before, and then I remembered we need to fill the car up before we drop it off. So I'm doing the math like,
We made it work, but also not only did we rang the rental car company ahead, explained the situation, because we were getting a shuttle from the rental car place to the airport. I'm like, we kind of need the shuttle like when we get there to go. Luckily for them, they're like, there's one. We were about 10 minutes away. They're like, all right, there's one about 5 minutes away.
You just left the airport. They'll be here about the same time.
Well, sweet as we watched them pull up as we pull up, or they were just getting out of the van.
No, we were getting our bags out and the shuttle.
Yeah,
showed up.
that's right. The lady got out that was driving the van, clocked us, and was like, "Are you them?" And we're like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're them."
We're them.
She's
We're
like,
him.
"All right, load your shit up and let's go." They do a quick check of their vehicle. Luckily, we hadn't actually fucked the vehicle because I reckon they would have missed anything we'd done anyway.
Yeah, no, the vehicle's sound.
Sweet as. And yeah, she was like, "When's your flight?" We told her the flight time. She's like, "Oh, she broke the law."
We won't shout out the car company.
Yeah, but so appreciative. She broke the law a little bit as far as speed goes, and got us.
May have snuck through a couple reds.
Yeah, I mean, they were orange. We got there, but anyway, yeah, it was 1 minute till bag drop, and she looked.
And to be fair, the Jetstar lady who like pushed us through hard out. So yeah, we didn't even bother going to the kiosk or the bag drop or nothing. We went straight to like the special assistants. Yeah. we're on flight JQ whatever. It leaves in 42 minutes or whatever, 41 minutes. And she's like, okay, have you checked in? Show me your check-in. Put your bag on the, like, she was hustling. She's like, get your bag on the, weigh your bag right now. Okay, it's 19.7 kilo. All right, next bag. She was putting our details in. What's your last name? All that shit. And she got it through and she got our bags on the plane.
Yeah.
And she's like, go through customs right now. We get to the gate and they're like, final call for board.
I still managed to get a monster. $8 fucking. So I glaze over that.
Man, had to take out a mortgage to get some caffeine.
Oh, you know when you're at the counter and it's really fucking awkward because they've scanned it and they've gone, yeah, it's $8. And I'm like,
He made the involuntary,
She laughed. Oh.
She knew. She's like,
it was fucking crazy, man. Who's paying $8 for?
for a 500ml can of Monster.
Anyway, I did.
Inflation.
I bought it.
Times are tough, man.
Oh man, but yeah, we managed to catch that flight in the end, which took us to Brisbane. Gold Coast, actually. Ballina. Yeah, Ballina.
Keep going south.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sick. How good? What's in Ballina?
Meowds.
Yeah, man.
Meowds. Honestly, I won't dive into every episode, but
Yeah,
just
go watch them, team.
go.
Get the views up. Comment below. That's what you got to say, don't you?
That's a running joke. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
We like to take the piss out of influencers because we don't believe we are.
At all.
But
if you think we are, though, comment below. Drop a like.
Okay. Yeah, this is us picking ourselves up here. So if you don't want to listen, skip forward about 5 minutes. Shout out to the two ladies who come and asked us for a photo.
Hard out.
What the fuck? Yeah, we were set up in the Pro Lounge. This was the end of Saturday because we were watching the final heats for the teams. My SD cards were unloading. Sometimes that can take a while, so I was like, fuck, I'm going to go see what Matt's up to. Shot upstairs to the Pro Lounge. He's chilling with the bro, Ruben. And we're there just watching the final heats of the teams on Saturday and reminding our own business. And then a couple lovely ladies. Wait, no, it was Friday, wasn't it?
Ruben wasn't there.
So
he may have just gone. I want to say it was probably Friday night.
Anywho, these two lovely ladies came up to us. They follow the podcast. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you for making us feel special.
It was fucking odd. That is the weirdest feeling ever. Can we have a photo with you? It's like, why? You know,
what for?
What for?
That's gonna get you no likes.
Nah, but shout out to them. And I'm pretty sure one of them dropped us a message. That was her, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm not too sure. I stay out of DMs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You're fired from DMs.
I got kicked off DMs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of them followed messaged in the thing. So, yeah, shout out to those two. Fucking, that was sick. It was surreal. Lots of people just saying, hey, like, well done on the podcast.
Yeah, that's surreal.
That's cool. So, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, for you guys.
Just for you guys. All right. You guys are lucky.
We don't even like CrossFit, so we just...
Never even heard of it until a year ago. So,
it's decent.
Yeah, man. I thought we were doing a lacrosse podcast. Got our wires mixed. And
I actually froth sitting in a field and watching people play cricket for 18 hours. So,
do you?
Yeah.
That's sick.
No. Sorry, any cricket fans.
I'm not. T20 goes hard. 5-day test matches? Fuck off.
Anything over 90 minutes, you're on your
into
own.
the slips there. Into the what? No one understands what you're saying. Like, fuck off.
We're going to get cancelled if we ever have a cricketer on here now.
Name 3.
There's
Daniel.
Ross Taylor.
There's the Daniel Vittori with the glasses.
Do you know why I know who Ross Taylor is?
Why is that?
Because his wife was a PE teacher at my college.
Oh. Shout out to Ross Taylor's wife.
I don't know her name. Miss Taylor.
Miss Taylor. Mrs. Taylor. Yeah.
Mrs. Taylor. But yeah, anywho.
I'm sure there's a few people out there going, nah, mate, fucking cricket's all good.
Why'd you go Aussie there?
I don't know, man. Aussies froth a bit of cricket. Yeah.
New Queensland, though. Ooh, big dubs. To all the Crybaby Blues supporters. Shush. Shush or mush. Take your ass beating like a man.
Anyone that, you know, follows the league and gets into the, what's it called? State of Origin.
Act like you don't know what it's called.
Like, especially if you're from New Zealand, do you care? Like, deep down, ask yourself. Deep fucking down.
No, okay.
Do you care?
Okay, in terms of the English supporting their football clubs, like the heat that can come off those games, and I haven't even been to one, I've just seen stuff online. That's about as close as any other sports gets, I reckon. There's State of O supporters.
Just, I don't know. To be fair, I don't really get into the league anyway. I don't understand why there needs to be like 40 refs on the field, rolling subs. Like, I mean, what are we? Are we playing 8th grade rugby? Like, I mean, are we? Let's just keep it to one ref and fucking you get a few subs.
Let him have it.
I mean, just, I don't know. Anyway, and refs calling you by your first name? Grow up. That's not refing. Like, fucking hell. We're basically 8th grade at that stage.
Okay.
I don't know.
He doesn't watch the league. So if you go to his 5 a.m. class, don't ask him how the league was.
Sometimes I pretend. Sometimes, fucking hell, I don't know if anyone's picking it. Sometimes I will just, because I know enough words to say to make it sound like I care about most sports. Sometimes I'll just keep the conversation going and be like, I've got no idea what you're talking about. But like, they're into it, so it's fine.
Just bringing up players that don't even play anymore.
Yeah. Oh, how good was Darren Lockyer?
See him in the corner there?
Fucking hell, George Gregan put in a shift last night, didn't he? Fuck, Wendell Sailor on the wing.
Wendell. Fuck yeah. Nah, State of Origin. It was a good game. It was worth staying up for if you were a Queensland supporter. If you were a New South, you probably hate your life. And you can't wait to rub it in next week when you don't do shit. Ain't nothing happening. Queensland, baby. Let's go. Monty, I know you listen. Queensland, baby.
Oh, man. All right. That's the mandatory State of Origin chat out of the way.
It's that time of year, bro. You have to.
What are we at? 50 bucks coming up an hour. Listen, Torium was sick. Last time we went away, we had a bit of a fucking down buzz the week after. We didn't do that this time. We made sure that we spoke. You know, we as was spoken. I think a lot of people can probably attest this as well. Is that when you have such a good high, and I mean, like, it was a high. Like, I will be very openly honest here. Like, CrossFit 10 years ago saved my life, and I'm sure I've said this before. Enough people know the story, that need to know it. But for me, to be in the pinnacle of Oceania CrossFit, there because I started something I wanted to do with one of my closest and dearest friends, which is this podcast. To a year later be able to stand on that floor. I even got to do like fucking cheeky clean and jerk with one of the bars there. That was cool. And to just like really like stand there, soak it in, like, this is everything I've ever dreamed of, from something that turned my life from a very negative place to something that's positive now. It was fucking surreal. I got pretty overwhelmed, not going to lie. But the downside of that is that when you get home to New Zealand, and, you know, not that I have a job I hate, I love what I do, you do have to internalize and be able to talk about that experience, because then, like what happened last time when we got back from Wellington after having another amazing trip, we didn't talk about it, and, you know, it's like a switch, isn't it? Really, I'm rambling here. I know there's words in my head I want to get out, but basically, when you have such a massive high, it can come crashing down. It's important to talk about it, and we definitely tick those boxes this time round. You actually stayed on for another week anyway. Yeah. Which I'm sure helped with you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because my low, well, it wasn't much of a low, to be honest, because I was around my family, who I didn't get to see very often, so it was cool to, and also shout out to my other clients that I have for allowing me that time. I did come back super refreshed and just ready to crack on. So, and I think that's what I needed, and that was the whole reason I wanted to stay on for another week and do absolutely no work. Shout out to all the CrossFit NZ athletes who were waiting for their photos. Appreciate you guys for not hounding me. But yeah, no, like you said, and actually I think Calm Porter said it as well, and he said you have to you have to take the highs with the lows. Like you don't get one without the other, which is important for if you are sitting in a low, know that a high has to come at some point. But yeah, I guess back to day-to-day life, like you said, we don't have jobs that we hate. We don't have lives that we hate. But yeah, it's been a bit of a low, I guess, coming home. But like I said, that you guys can get behind us and support if you so choose to do.
I think we could probably talk about them.
Oh, true. Michael's off the whole time. No, it was me. I just plugged it back in. Does it have to be at a certain angle? Did it like fall out or?
I'm sure we would have got enough there.
That's weird.
Are you sure? Nah, 2's me, isn't it?
Yeah, 2's you, but
the 1 drop out.
1 wasn't spiking at all before.
If you missed that, it was incredibly motivational.
Basically.
I wasn't talking a lot, so maybe you'll be able to turn my mic up enough and be able to hear it.
It'll be fine. Basically, yeah. Take the highs with the lows. We've just come off a massive high.
Yeah.
And
talk about it though, team. Talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. And we are hoping to get to the games. There's going to be a couple opportunities coming up for you guys to support us, but also help us help you. You'll get what that means very soon. But some exciting things coming. And hopefully we may be able to ride the coattails of those amazing things and step foot in Fort Worth.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
I
mean, via, I hate that. Probably Cookville. I'd probably have to stop in to see Rich. He's been dying to.
We've got a few things to catch up on.
Rich has been really just hounding us to get there. He's like, man, come to the barn, you know. Listen, Shane will not stop blowing our phones up. Like, bro, get to Nashville. You know, Tia needs someone to spar with, you know.
Spar with?
Boxing spar before anyone. I'm not. All right.
I just got that. Where's Fraser live?
Who's that?
Oh, fuck. You can't. I'm going to bring this up in front of him now. Bro, if we may be going to Down Under. That's something else we're trying to...
Yeah, it's a bit more achievable too. It's local.
A little bit closer. Because Matt Fraser's going to be there. Might have to be like, have you seen this? just the ongoing reel of every time you've said, who's Matt? Who? Never heard of him. Nah.
Don't do that. Nah, he'll see the funny side of it, and if he doesn't, there's just no reason why Rich is better. You know. Dig that hole, Matt. Dig that hole.
Yeah. The blackmail folders we have on each other. Yeah. Nah.
Oh, there's no blackmail folders.
Won't do that to you.
You're a dick.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's look. Is there much more we want to ramble on about? There was something I wanted to bring up. It's 100% gone from my head though.
That's handy.
That's
actually
fucking handy. Let's look at the. Oh, look. Another thing that I'm just gonna come out and say it on this podcast because if I say it, and we'd have to follow through with it, we will get a space. It has to happen. We will get a space.
We've said that on plenty.
Yeah. Listen, I'll say it again.
It'll happen.
Fast forward 2 years. We are gonna get a space. Because we've got some cool stuff now. We've got the singlets. Got this right here.
Matt got back on the comp floor. Look at that.
Yeah, I did it for you guys so we can get this. You guys, man, we do a lot for you. Do we? Anyway, yeah, shout out to Bronson, Sweet Threes. Bronson, Sweet Drops. Amazing videographer, photographer, content creator. All around good guy. Went and threw down at his inaugural, you guys, the first one he's ever done. There you go. Sweet Threes competition. Myself, I think I was the handbrake or the anchor. What are you going to call me? Basically, the weakest link in the team. And then the two amazing athletes are Maddie Sinclair from Kiamaya and Greer Ramsey from Small Gym CrossFit Studios.
Yeah, you guys might have heard of it.
Anyway, yeah, keep an eye out for her. Hopefully. But yeah, these are sick.
Nifty little comp, and that's a fucking cool name tag. Name tag? What do you call that? Placard?
Yeah. Placard, yeah. Name.
Banner? It's not a banner.
Comment below, team.
What else has been happening? What else is new? Anything new in your life there, Matt? Outside of the
everyone
podcast?
Just switched off, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, what have you been up to?
No one's listening anymore.
Nah, man. Like, I'm just stoked with how this year's gone. Being able to go to Touring Pro, being able to mix and mingle with the people, and just like, I don't know. I don't want to sound big-headed, but just
we'll take it away from us. What was your favorite part of touring, outside of?
Oh man, the Polynesian dances, 100%.
Bro, how
again,
good, eh? Is
again,
it Mr. Siva?
Oh my god!
Holy
shit, boys and ladies and gentlemen! If you have not been to touring, if you are not even into CrossFit, that alone, is your money's worth.
I said it to Dharmesh.
Beef said that. Yeah, you said that.
I
out
said
loud.
it to Dharmesh in the media room. I said that you weren't in. I said I was like, if you paid for your tickets, because we didn't. If you paid for your tickets, that alone was worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
That, bro, they were out there for a while. It's not like a 2-minute show. They're out there for like 20, dancing, and it's hilarious. It was cool how they integrated like a workout.
Yeah, last year's one was obviously like they had a little bit of CrossFit in there, and it was just a really good show. But this year they turned it on. Bro,
the synchro nays. The synchro nays threw me, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
The boys on the end, and they like couldn't get synchro, and then they went unbroken.
Unbroken. Bro, that's so funny. Lane 3, what are you doing? Unbroken. Just sitting. Oh.
And the one guy who throws it back better than any female I've ever seen.
Last year, if you were there was this guy who like twerked. He part of the show. He was one of the bigger boys, and he twerked and it was crap. Like everyone lost their shit.
That's the best part though, is that he is one of the bigger boys.
Yeah.
And you're like, he ain't.
Oh man, like, and then they set it up where at the end, like everyone's trying, and they're being funny with it, like, you know, like if you're doing like unbroken cleans, like you get gassed out and you like
it was
got to tag out.
Max booty shakes.
Yeah, max booty shakes. So all these teammates are going, they're all getting gassed out and they can't keep going on, and then it just like he just steps in.
And even the audio, the like intercom was like,
there's only
one man who can get it done, and then he just comes out, points to his own ass. And
Man, it's so that alone, I think that's a fucking massive highlight. Take it away from the CrossFit and that kind of stuff. That's a massive highlight, and they're cool with that. If you can talk about a CrossFit event and you can pick a highlight that isn't even the CrossFit related. You know.
Yeah, just purely entertainment. Little gutted we didn't see any like haka or Māori performance, which
they did it last year.
That's just a me thing. But that was subbed out for some hip hop dancers who were cool in their own right. Could have sent them home afterwards.
They stuck around.
I felt like, I'm sure they were having a great time. They were probably just lapping it up, but it did look like someone was still instructing them to try and keep hyping up the crowd after they'd done their show. They did a sick show. And like after that, I should have just been like, you know what, just have a seat, chill out. Because they were like trying to like hype the crowd up and no one was looking at them. And I was like, that's ratchet. Like, you guys should just sit down, eh?
What's one of your highlights?
The female snatch event. The snatch event for the females with the heat with Julia, Ella, and Alethea. What a fucking show. And cool, quick shout to Ella Price, because she put a little bit more insight in behind her celebration and why she was so emotional. because it was really cool to see it, and you could tell from the offset, you didn't really need the explanation to figure out that it meant a lot to her. But first of all, Julia smashes the event.
Touch and goes the last bar.
That was hype. And then Ella comes through, and she's got a massive emotional celebration after the fact. Bryony follows her. Bryony's an amazing lifter. She probably knew she could shift that tin. It was fine. And then Alethea Boone. How good. She did that. She did that workout in 2016, and she come back and did it again. And same thing. Vakey got a bit of an interview with her behind the scenes, walking off the floor, and she was just ecstatic and just euphoric around the fact that she just finished that workout. And it was just so fucking cool.
She looked fired up, there was no way she wasn't. It's because for her, it's almost like she knows the crowd wants her to hit this, and she's like, I'm not going to let you guys down. And man, I think because we obviously had her on the show, and she talks about, because she's been around the block, 1998 or 98. No, it's 98 Commonwealth Games. She's been there, done that. And then that moment, you could see in her eyes, and I genuinely believe you see in her eyes, but that's what makes it such a killer. Because there was you talk about having a switch. It was day and night difference, where it was I'm not missing this. That's her. And you're like, oh shit, okay, goosebumps. Fuck, she's not missing this.
She hit the first one. It was 2 reps on that final bar. She hits the first rep, and she's excited. And then you watch her lock back in, and the crowd's going crazy. She's the only person still lifting, so it's evident that everyone going off is for her. Yeah. And I would actually love to ask one of our next guests how much of putting on a show for the crowd, is that a priority for you? Are you I'm gonna hit this bar because I want to hit this bar because I want to finish the workout, or are you everybody here wants to see me hit this weight? I wonder if that plays on their mind at all. I might have to ask that.
Yeah,
I might have to ask that. Because I can imagine it goes one of two ways. You're either you're inside your own head and you're like, fuck, everyone's watching me. I have to hit this bar, and you start to panic. Or do you switch it around and you're like, nah, everyone here is what wants me to hit this lift, so I'm going to hit it for them. I wonder, I don't know, maybe.
I want to say Ben Fowler actually touched on that when we had him on.
Did he?
He was on the floor with his brother for an event, and it was it was a 2 minute on, 1 minute off event, and they were both heading back in the 1 minute rest. And I'm pretty sure we asked him, how much is the crowd? Because I think people had finished it and they were heading back, and I'm pretty sure he said, because I said, it's eyes on you. Are you feeling fuck? I should have finished this. And he goes, nah. Everyone there wants you to finish it. And so that was his perspective on it. He's nah, everyone here. That's one thing about CrossFit, is that you might have a favorite, but after your favorite's finished, you want everyone to succeed.
100%. Yeah. We can all speak to that. Once your athlete's done, you just want to see everyone else finish the workout. And I don't know many other sports like that. I don't know any other sports where you start getting behind the competitors once yours is done.
Yeah.
You'd usually just be like, nah. If you fail, it's good for my athlete. It's nah, actually, we want to see everyone finish this workout.
And other athletes too. If you talk about a highlight for us, if you've seen, there's a video that Beef had the idea of getting, and this was months before touring. Before he even had his media pass, he was I want to get this done. And he sat on it. He was quiet about it because he was very because it's such a good video idea. If he had given it to, and I'm not saying media people would have stolen it outright. It's if Beef didn't get the media pass, I'm sure he may have told people about the video idea or all that kind of stuff. But it's the one where you go up and you would have seen it if you've been on the touring page. Anyway, you sign the lens, and all the winners, teams, and individuals, first, second, third for the teams, third, second, third, and fourth for the individuals. They all came up, signed it. Anyway, this is a long story for me to get where we are, but you're talking about highlights and athletes getting behind each other. We did that at the end of the last day, and the top 10 all have to be drug tested. And we still had a couple of people to get signed. But drug testing, they don't fuck around.
Ooh, no.
They do not fuck around. It was like, we learned from the teams. Like, you have, I'm going to say,
maybe 5 minutes.
You've got, I wouldn't even say 5.
That's generous.
I reckon you got 3 minutes from cameras off to they're locked in a room. And it is frantic. Luckily, because after the teams, people knew the video we wanted. We had
a crew.
We had a crew
behind that shot.
Like, no, like pulling away from fans. And
Yeah.
I felt a bit awkward. I was like, no, like, they can take photos of fans because they might not get to see them again. And
yeah, we had like the head judge, we had the security, we had Vakey and Damesh. We had so many people ushering the athletes over to us so we could get that shot.
But yeah, so we ended up missing a couple. Let's say drug testing were like, bomb. They're like grabbing you off the scruff of their neck. Like, I remember one, Bailey's walking down and he's got both of them got their arms around. I was like, Bailey, have you got a second? He turns around and he's like, fuck no. I was like, all good. And
Don't worry about it.
It was like, I was like, I don't know if we're ever going to see him again. It was one of those, like, going down a dark alley. I was like, oh, he's getting murdered. So there, but yeah, fuck, this is a roundabout story. Sorry, team, I'll try to get there. Talking about this sport, people getting behind each other. You got the top 10, all getting drug tested. Only 4 of them are going to the game. So 6 of them are sitting there.
Nah, more.
They have to.
Madeline Schelling came 6th and she had to get drug tested.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the top
So
10.
it's 12.
Huh?
6 and 6 is 12.
The top 10 males, top 10 females.
Oh. No, there wasn't that many. I don't know. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, a lot more than just top 4. Because if anyone fails, they have to obviously backfill the spots and make sure those people haven't failed. So there's a lot of athletes. But my point is that there are athletes sitting in there that have not made the games after coming so close. I mean, you're in that room going, you might make it if they fail. And
I wouldn't want to make it that way.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like, they came that close.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Like, they're now in a situation where, like, the only chance of them making it, you got real close, but unless these guys fail to drug, they're not thinking that way. But, like, in my head, it would be like, I wouldn't want to talk to anyone knowing I came 5th place when the top 4 are going. Like, I'd be devastated. But that speaks to that community, especially the athletes as well. They're in there just, like, playing keepy uppies with football, you know, like laughing, joking, got cards, they're playing cards and that kind of stuff. Like, just intense rivalry for that 12 minutes on the floor, and then just best mates as soon as they step off the floor. And I think that's one of my highlights as well, just us shit talking with Jay and Bailey while they're
Waiting to get drug tested.
In their fucking cheap pen, waiting to get drug tested.
And it is intense. Like, I like friendly old me. I'm like, hey, to the security on the door, and she's like, I was like, any chance I can grab Bailey and Daisy for literally like 10, 20 seconds? No. Yeah. No, not what's it for, not nothing. No.
Just,
They are not leaving this room. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
yeah, it's and just that was great. I know you felt it too, but like sitting there, it's like I try to paint a picture. You got like a hallway. People's support crew are there, so like a couple of coaches are there, just waiting outside for their athletes to get there. And there's one room where all the athletes are. Jay and Bailey were just we're just literally like I kind of at one point was like, fuck, should I get the camera and vlog this? But it was kind of nice to just be like, they are just normal people, and they have the same funny humor as us, you know. Like
we were talking some shit.
Yeah,
it was talking some shit.
It was a great time. Yeah, I really like that. I mean, Bailey's joke he said about Ricky. Did you hear him?
No.
Are
you allowed to share this joke?
I don't know.
It's Bailey's joke.
It's a funny, and it just speaks because Ricky was there, like you said, in front of him. Nah.
You just leave them there. I do. Jay and Bailey were joking about. It's like, actually, I think Jay was dead serious. He's like, yeah, fucking A, set up the podcast in the middle of the floor. As soon as we're done here, let's go. We're into it. I'm pretty sure he wanted to do a podcast in the middle of the Torian floor after drug testing. But anyway, Jay and Bailey were talking about starting a podcast.
Oh, yeah. They're like, we'll start a podcast.
And Matt chimed in. What's it going to be called? Shit Yarns? And the look on Jay's face, I was like, is he pissed? Or is that the best thing he's heard all day?
Oh, it was quite funny. Bailey fired up. I was like, oh, okay. Let's fucking do it then. Come on, Jay. And then Beef's like, no, please don't.
Yeah, no one will watch ours if they start a potty.
Yeah. So, yeah. Please don't, team. We kind of, this is all we got.
And what was Jay calling? Because Bailey and Ricky are underdogs.
Oh, he's like, shit dogs.
You shit dogs.
He called them shit dogs, and then Bailey's like, nah, we're the overdogs now, brother.
We're the overdogs.
It's just the dumbest humour, but it's so funny.
Yeah, just the insight to what never got vlogged, but was a good time. It was a good time.
It was a great time, man. This is an hour 20.
The camera's heating up. I think we'll leave it there.
Listen, like we said, if you've come an hour and 21 minutes onto this journey with us, these are always about this. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no direction. We want to catch up. It's important to catch up with your friends. It's important to talk about the things you like doing. It's just important to talk, team. And if you've got this far and you hear that message, please just message one of your mates. Yeah. Check on them. You know?
Check on your people. I say that. I stole it from the morning shift, but it is a good message, so I got no problem spreading it. Yeah, check on your people.
Yeah.
Takes 2 minutes to tell someone you love them, so do that.
100%. I think this came up in conversation the other day. Everyone's quick to say, I'm always here for you. But not until you're in that moment do you know if you're going to be present for them. So if you can right now, just message one of your mates and just say, like, you know, hey bro, how are you? It's not weird because they're probably, like, they might be in the greatest mindset of their life and you might get a good conversation out of it. That's sick. But they might be having a shit time. And that could turn their evening around, you know. Yeah. So either way it can go is a good outcome. So
yeah,
happy days.
I don't. And I've just gotten. I just myself have over the last year started saying I love you to my guy mates, and it's not weird anymore. At first it was weird. I give you that. I was like, I love you, like real immature about it. But it's like, nah, actually, I got a lot of time for a very select group of people, and I love them, and there's nothing wrong with telling them that.
100%, man.
So, yeah, check on your people.
Check on your people, and
buy our merch.
Yeah, I was gonna go into that. Hey, check on your people. Us, we need to eat. These are dropping soon.
You look damn good in one of these.
These are dropping soon.
I'm telling you.
1 of 100 made.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. There's only going to be 100. Limited edition.
Reasonably priced. We don't know how much we're going to charge for them yet. They are fucking sick. Shout out to Code Black.
Yeah.
These made.
We'll do a review.
Yeah,
that'll be
100%.
part of the marketing and promotion of these jerseys. But yeah, Cop one team.
I need to circle back one thing. We did shout out to LSKD. They showed us around. Shout out to Sean from Frog Grips. We did catch up with you. I am so sorry I glazed over that. I wanted to make a whole thing of the sponsors of this podcast. LSKD, Frog Grips. Shout out to the man Sean.
Yes.
We caught up with him at Torian Pro. Great guy. Just genuinely wants to support athletes. I mean, who isn't on the Frog Squad?
Andrew Crawshaw made a video for the Frog Squad.
There you go.
You see that?
I did, man.
That video is fucking dope.
Damn. Like, he has everyone because he wants to support everyone. I'm sure he wants to get his brand out there. Of course he does. But the dude froths CrossFit, man, and he just wants everyone to wear his gear and see them succeed. So shout out to Sean.
It was good to put a face
100%.
To the brand. Obviously, like when you put a name to the brand prior, but yeah, good to meet you, bro. And just another down to earth, good human in our circle. So
100%. There's a million people we could say thank you to.
We're not doing that. We do that every time.
Do you know what reminds me? Every time we do this, there's a Lupe Fiasco song called The Outro, and it goes on for like 12 or 13 minutes. It's his first album, and he thanks fucking everyone. It's like a 13-minute track. Great, and that...
J. Cole's got one of those.
Oh, it's amazing. So let's play that. Drop the beat. No, just kidding. He thanked his clients. I need to say one thing real quick. If you made it this far, I need to thank some people. I was able to go away from the gym because I got some amazing people that support my gym and business partners, Scotty, Ash, Kyle, and Bex. Thank you so much for taking that week. Yeah, like I didn't have to handle anything. And there was, there was a few things I had to handle when I get back. But they made sure I didn't have to handle it while I was away. Shout out to the coaches that we have. We've got Sean, Kyle, business partner coach as well. Scotty jumping in, coaching. Niv, my beautiful partner, and Logan does the mornings. Thank you guys for that week where I got to go live my dream. So cheers, guys. I'm back at it now. That's my thank yous. Peace and love.
Check on your people. Peace.
We out.
Should we do the... Do you want to run up?